I never imagined a single night could unravel everything I thought I knew about my life. The streets were empty, the moon hiding behind clouds, and every step I took echoed like a warning. Then, I saw him. A stranger standing silently at the corner of Maple Street. Something about him didn't feel human, yet he seemed familiar. The night was thick with silence. Streetlights flickered, casting long shadows across the deserted roads. Leaves rustled softly in the wind, whispering secrets I couldn't understand. I walked cautiously, each step deliberate, my heartbeat echoing louder than it should. Every alley twisted strangely, and every corner seemed to hide something unseen. At the corner of Maple Street he appeared, tall, still, unblinking, and silent. His presence made the air denser, colder. I hesitated, unsure whether to run or stay frozen by curiosity. The shadow of his figure stretched unnaturally against the pavement, moving as if alive. I could feel a pull, almost magnetic, that held me in place. A gust of wind carried the faint scent of something old and metallic, like rust or iron. The streetlights flickered, briefly plunging the alley into darkness. A cat dashed across the road, its eyes glowing before disappearing into the night. I whispered, "Who are you?" My voice trembled, swallowed almost instantly by the shadows. He took a slow step forward. Not a word, just a tilt of his head, deliberate and precise. Windows in distant houses creaked open and closed, revealing glimpses of movement that vanished before I could focus. The street seemed to bend unnaturally, as if reality itself was shifting around us. Every instinct screamed at me to run. I glanced around, trying to find an escape. The alley narrowed, shadows curling along the walls, creating shapes I didn't recognize. A loose shutter banged against a wall in the distance, echoing like a warning bell. My breath came in short, uneven gasps as the stranger stepped closer, silent but commanding. He stopped just a few feet away. I could see the glint in his eyes, faint and cold, reflecting the dim light of the flickering street lamp. For a moment, the world seemed to pause. I felt a strange recognition, an uneasy familiarity that made my stomach twist. "You shouldn't be here," he whispered, almost lost in the wind. The words were soft but carried heavy weight. I didn't understand, yet every fiber of my being knew he was right. My mind raced through every choice I had ever made, every wrong turn, every missed opportunity. The night pressed on, dense, silent, suffocating. Shadows seemed to writhe, stretch, and twist around him as if alive. I blinked, and he seemed to merge with the darkness. I didn't understand. Metallic scent grew stronger, yet every fiber of my being knew he was right. I could hear my own mind pulse, raced through every choice I had ever made, in my ears, every wrong turn, every missed opportunity, desperate to put distance between us. The night pressed on. The stranger didn't move. Silent, he merely raised a hand slowly. Shadows seemed to writhe, toward the horizon, stretch, and twist around him as if alive. Between us. I blinked, a warning, and he seemed to merge with the darkness I could barely comprehend. And then silence. Only the whispers of the wind, the rustling leaves, and my shallow breathing remained. Finally, I ran. Each step echoed in the empty streets, bouncing off walls, twisting into darkness. I didn't look back. My legs burned, lungs screaming, but I didn't stop until I reached the familiar steps of my house. The door was locked, but my hand shook as I fumbled with the keys. I entered and closed the door behind me. The house smelled warm, safe, but the air still carried a faint metallic tang, a reminder of the stranger. On the doorstep lay a small note. "You have the power to change your future." I picked it up with trembling hands. I turned toward the mirror. A shadow moved behind me. A shadow that looked exactly like me, but somehow not. My reflection blurred and twisted as if reality itself was bending. I could feel the weight of choices not yet made, the consequences of paths I hadn't taken. Was it real or just a nightmare? I still don't know.